Good morning, good-looking people, and you're good-looking because you're always looking, and of course you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great Shabbos. Hope you enjoyed the beginning of Adar. It's a month of joy and happiness and celebration. So every day you get up, remember it's a time to be happy and positive and great energy. So today we're doing the Hayom Yom for the first of Adar Aleph. It is the second day of Rosh Chodesh. And there are a couple of notes that are instructions and we'll go through that. But today's Hayom Yom is long, but I want to go to the point up front and then we'll read it inside. And it's pretty self-explanatory as we read it. But ultimately, we have this beautiful gift that comes from God, and it's called our soul. The soul sits up there in a treasure place with all these other souls awaiting its time to come down. And then eventually it gets this mission and it starts to come down till eventually it's here in this world. And then we're here and we have an opportunity and we have a mission that our goal is to take our soul and use it to its max potential. Our goal is to change over the material into something spiritual. All the different missions of Birurim, which means making this place a better place for God, doing different mitzvahs and obeying the commandments and learning Torah. And eventually what the message being said today is, whatever we do here after 120 years in the world to come, that's what's going to echo our work up there. So that means if we spent the time down here doing good work, setting times for fixed Torah, doing all the things that we're supposed to do, when we go up after 120 years in the world to come, we will have that same opportunity up there. So whatever we put in here will be available to us after 120 in the world to come. And also, just a short note, and I'll say it now because it's a long Hayom Yom, is that today marks 40 days before Yud Aleph Nisan. Yud Aleph Nisan is the birthday of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And one of the notes that's being said today is 40 days before the soul comes to the world is the beginning of the process. Today's Hayom Yom is talking about the mission of the soul, about what the soul's tasks are when it comes down to this world. So it's a nice note that being that today is 40 days before the Rebbe's birthday, it goes over what the mission of the soul is, hinting and reflecting to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. All right, let's read inside. First of all, for Rosh Chodesh, there are many notes. One is, of course, on Rosh Chodesh, we say the extra paragraph called Barchi Nafshi. It is said after the Shir Shel Yom of the day. So again, it's just a reminder to say Barchi Nafshi. And also, it says here, there's a minhag that on Rosh Chodesh Adar to say extra Tehillim. So today is a day of saying Tehillim. Let's read inside. Again, it's a little bit longer. And what we're doing is we're taking a pasuk that it says, a man goes out to his work and to his labor until evening. We're taking this verse and we're breaking it down piece by piece and giving an explanation to it. So let's read it inside. It is written, a man goes out to his work and to his labor until evening. Every soul is assigned both general and particular tasks when it descends to this material plane. This mission is alluded to by the phrase that a man goes out to his work. That is, the soul leaves its standing in the treasure store of souls in the celestial heights and descends level after level until it becomes enclosed in the body in the neutral animal soul. So that's the first part. We talked about how this soul now gets its mission and it's finally coming down to this world. And that's being hinted as it says, a man goes out to his work, referring to the soul, that it's coming down to this world. And it says, the goals of the descent are a man's work. What does that refer to? His overall task of empowering spiritual over the tangible matter and illuminating this world with light of Torah and the lamp of mitzvahs. And it says, and when it uses the words labor, his labor is his particular tasks, his particular missions. For every soul has its individual duties in the realm of intellect and emotion, based upon its nature and inclinations. That when it says its work is every soul has its mission and it's different. It's based on that particular soul's directions. And it continues and it says, these endeavors continue until evening. When it says in the phrase until evening, what does it mean? Only as long as one can still take action. As is written, the commandments that I command to you today, to perform them, and as the phrases of the sages comment, that they can be performed today in this world and not tomorrow in the world to come. So when it says here in the pasuk till evening, it's saying our mission is here in this world. That as long as we're here, it's our jobs to execute and to max out everything we can. However, that ends in this world, because in the world to come, it's a different mission and we cannot take any more than what we've done here. And now there's a deeper meaning of that pasuk again, and this is the last part of the Hayom Yom. From a deeper perspective, the above verse may be understood as alluding to the soul's heightened ascent. Following its descent, a man goes out to the material realm. When the soul descends after having been clothed in the body in this world below, it proceeds to its work, its activities in the world to come, echo its former work in this world. So what it's saying here is that whatever we did here is what's going to be echoed and mirrored in the world to come. If we have set times to study Torah and do mitzvahs and do everything we could here, we'll have that same opportunity in the world to come. And it says here that while in this world that person has set aside regular hours of studying Torah, that soul is allowed in the other world to enter the tents of Torah study. So if you set time here for Torah and made times to learn Torah here, you'll be given that opportunity as well to enter the tents of Torah in the world to come and to participate there. And it says, moreover, when the soul ultimately ascends, it proceeds, as it says in the pasuk, its labor, that while in this world, if it engaged in the labors of divine service properly, it then ascends until, like it says in the pasuk, to Erev, which means until evening. It ascends level after level until it apprehends the pleasant sweetness known as arevus of the essence of the infinite soul, Ein Sof. So the last part is being said is just an overall general concept of what we talked about today. What we do here eventually is what we'll see up there. And the more that we're involved here, and the more we set times for Torah, and the more we do good things here, after 120 in the world to come, we're going to be able to participate as well. And not only that, we'll move level to level to level. It says until you reach the ultimate level, which is the sweetness and the understanding of the infinite Ein Sof, which is the highest level of God. And the very mission is simple, and the message of the day is clear. Max out every day to its fullest potential. God gave us this beautiful gift of our soul. It came down to this world. Of course, it wants to stay up there next to God, but it knows it's got work to do. So while we're here, let's do our best every day to get up with a smile, with great energy, making this day better than the last, and giving ourselves the opportunity to succeed. Every time that we have that ability to learn, every time we have that ability to do a good deed, get it done. Get it done. Because after 120 years in the world to come, whatever we did here, all that extra that we did here, we're going to see the rewards later on and be able to participate in places that are going to be amazing, according to what it says here in Hayom Yom, all because of our actions in this world. Have a great day. Have a successful week. Have a joyful Adar. Talk more later.